the Geek Squad, and I'm sorry, my tape isn't available on my glasses.
You probably remember me bringing this in the other day, don't you?
Geek Squad City, our new high-tech 165,000 square foot world-class computer repair facility.
I told the woman, or the agent.
Agents will arrive by monorail and enter through a secret waterfall. Once inside, they'll join an elite technology task force surrounded by the latest computers and electronics, including robot assistants to do their bidding.
I told the woman, or the agent, through the chat, that I was having a problem with my camera freezing up while I was streaming.
Oh, that might be the camera.
Now we deduced it wasn't the particular camera because one of the cameras is brand new. The other one is one that we're fine for over a year. I wanted this to be like it was when I bought it.
Who will staff Geek Squad City? Most of our agents will be created in the laboratory and incubated with radioactivity. At the right age, they're given training and earn their Geek Squad badge. The rest of our agents will be recruited. Do you think you have what it takes to join the Uber computer repair revolution? I seriously doubt it.
I have a 3-day Best Buy, what do you call it, squad
Who's the agent I see? That's who I need to talk to, the head nerd in charge. While streaming, my camera freezes, then now it reboots. So what has happened? They did. They looked it up. I need to buy a camera.
We really care about this, the customer experience. So, on here, there's a little screw things on here. That might be the camera.
You think it might be a camera? Did you actually have to have someone write the word camera for you to associate YouTube and streaming the show?
I really just appreciate the opportunity that Best Buy has given me, to kind of work on these special devices.
Do you have these machines? Right here. Just like this, right? You have those, right? Okay. Real simple. There it is. The exact thing that I had before you broke it. Don't. You have that in the store. You have it. Well, yeah, there you go. There's the solution.
That might be the camera.
Now, I was under the understanding that y'all had notes that you keep track of this stuff. Does anyone read those notes? Because all of this should be in there. So I don't have to. Yeah. Okay, why?
To view more classified documents about Geek Squad City or join the Elite Task Force, visit www.geeksquad.com/become agent.
We really care about the customer experience. So, on here, there's a little screw things on here. That might be the camera.
I said, how did it do with the camera? You know what he told me? He said, we didn't test it with a camera. And I said, why? He said, because we didn't have a camera. So you got a whole showload of cameras right there. I brought you 2 cameras and said you did not need them. You have to be told every instruction needed for wiping yourself. I don't think so, but in this case, maybe.
Most of our agents will be created in the laboratory and incubated with radioactivity. At the right age, they're given training and earn their Geek Squad badge. The rest of our agents will be recruited. Do you think you have what it takes to join the Uber computer repair revolution? I seriously doubt it.
Hey yo. Hey yo.
have a special broadcast this morning, everybody. Send help. We're broadcasting on location this morning. I decided to take a little trip out to Michigan. One of my listeners said she'd like to meet up with me. So I took a red-eye flight out to Michigan. And paid a visit to Cadence. I'm having a great time. Send help. Send up. And we're doing the broadcast live on location from Cadence's closet. Wait, hold on, guys. Hold on. Hi, Cadence. No, I'm fine here in the closet. I mean, it's great. I'm having a great trip so far. No, I don't need anything, Cadence. Cadence, maybe you could turn the light on. Maybe a glass of water. Oh, I'm still doing my show, Cadence. I'm live right now. Of course. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, Cadence, I'll tell everybody that you're great and we're in love. Whatever you say, don't hurt me, please. Please don't hurt me, Cadence. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Z Show. Special announcement. Cadence and I are in love, and we're gonna get married. Alright, send help, guys. Listen, she's gone for a second. I'm not exactly sure where I am. I just know I'm locked up in the bedroom of a crazy woman who lives in Michigan. Send help. Why did this happen to me? All I wanted was to get laid. I thought it wouldn't be such a horrible idea to hook up with somebody I met online. I mean, I should have recognized all the psycho qualities that she was showing me before I flew out here to Michigan, but... help. Please, somebody. Alright. I'm gonna do my best to do the show. It's not easy to broadcast when you're locked in a dark closet. of a crazy Michigander lady. It's tough. We'll do our best, though. We'll do our best. Are you here this morning, Cadence? Are you here? She's here. Oh boy. It's not easy being me, everybody. Try to really think about what it's like to be me. I don't have to wake up with me every day. I don't have to deal with, like, this whole thing. All right, just think about that. Oh, okay. All right. Welcome, everybody. I was only pretending. I'm not really locked in. I'm not really tied up in the closet of a crazy, sex-crazed Michigander lady. That's not real. Just pretend. Sometimes we do that here. I didn't decide to take a trip out to Michigan to meet my number one fan and then get captured, abducted, kidnapped, and locked away. So, you could all feel better now. Your buddy Z's just fine. We're still good. All right? Just relax, everybody. I know Smith W. was concerned about me. My good buddy Smith. But don't worry, Mr. Smith. I'm just fine. I didn't decide to take a trip out to the middle of nowhere, and get abducted by a psycho who kind of resembles Kathy Bates from the movie Misery. That didn't happen. It didn't happen. It's just all pretend, everybody. It's satire. Get it? So, fear not.
You almost died. You have a compound fracture of the tibia in both legs, and the fibula in the right leg is fractured too. And as soon as the road's open, I'll take you to a hospital. In the meantime, you've got a lot of recovering to do.
There's nothing to worry about. You're gonna be just fine. I'm your number one fan. I'm your number one fan. Fine. I'm your number one fan. I'm your number one fan.
I know, Cadence.
I'm your number one fan. I'm your number one fan. I'm your number one fan.
Don't hurt me.
My name is Annie Wilkes.
I think one of my clients, Paul Sheldon, might be in some kind of trouble.
You mean Paul Sheldon, the writer? Everybody sure likes those misery books.
We had it at the store, Paul.
They said he checked out last Tuesday.
They said Z checked out last Tuesday. He said he was going to Michigan. He said, hey, why not? He met a girl on a show named Cadence. She seemed nice enough. I mean, maybe a little off, but hell, what can go wrong?
Isn't that a little strange?
I guess it was kind of a miracle you finding me.
In a way, I was following you.
You following me?
Oh, Paul, I've read everything of yours. The misery novels. You must be a good man. You could...
Oh, Z, I followed all of your content. I remember when you were on We Are Awake TV, and that nasty Ian was so mean to you. I didn't really like you back then, Zetetic Warrior. I hated you. But then over time I grew to love you.
You could never have created such a wondrous, loving creature as Misery Chastain.
Very kind. The presumption must now be that Paul Sheldon is dead.
The presumption must be Zetetic Warrior's dead. He's been missing for quite some time. We hear he's been broadcasting from a dark closet.
You dirty bird. How could you?
Ah!
Misery Chastain cannot be dead.
Misery Spirit is still alive.
I don't want her spirit! I want
Cadence, please. I'll be a good boy.
her! And you murdered her!
You don't think he's dead, do you?
Don't even think about anybody coming for you, because I never called them. Nobody knows you're here.
Ah.
And you better hope nothing happens to me. Because if I die, you die.
Holy smokes. What do I do? I'm here locked up.
I know you've been out. Is this what you're looking for? Eventually, you'll come to accept the idea of being here.
Annie, whatever you're thinking about doing, please don't do it. Annie, for God's
Shh, darling. Trust me.
God's sake.
It's for the best. God, I love you.
I love you too, Cadence. Please don't break both of my ankles. I'm trapped here forever. In your bedroom, please. I love you too. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Boom. All right, let's do the show. That's enough. It's enough. There's a real show here. Let's do it, everybody. Yeah, coming at you. Maybe we'll get it going. Much love, though, Cadence. It's all good. It's all good, Cadence. We can move forward with our relationship, certainly. I have no concerns, though. Like, that's just a joke. I'm not really concerned that you're gonna, kidnap me, torture me for weeks on end. I'm not. I'm just saying. Like, we'll be fine, Cadence, right? I mean, I've ignored some red flags before in relationships, and although it's really never worked out well for me when I've done so, I might as well just do it again. Just plow through some red flags. Hey guys, let's just be honest with these ladies. If we just stopped at every red flag that we saw, like, would any of us ever get laid ever? No, of course not. Of course not. I mean, just because Cadence has more red flags than a Chinese Communist parade, why should that stop me from exploring a love interest? Just saying. What can go wrong? Certainly not something like me getting captured and locked in a dark closet for weeks on end. Just saying. The things we do, guys. The things we do for these ladies. Christy Lee Doll says, what do you consider a red flag? Well, Christy Lee Dolls, where do I get started with you? Let me see. First red flag. Being a cult member. Christy Lee. How's that for a red flag? Being like completely and totally absorbed in an internet cult led by a white gorilla. I mean, that could be a red flag, Christy Lee. I'm just saying, you know. Don't get me started on you, Christy Lee, please. You know, I mean, since you're asking, I might as well tell you. Like, I don't know. Like, there's some red flags. Like, oh, maybe somebody have some annoying habits. Maybe they're like a smoker and you don't really like smoke, or maybe they bite their nails, or they talk through a movie, or they're like a member of an internet cult like you are, Christy Lee. I don't know. I'm just saying. I mean, you know, maybe there's some people out there that could. Yeah, Moose agrees with me. You know, cult it up is probably a red flag. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that wouldn't be a red flag to some people, but it just could be. I'm just, you know, I mean, you asked Christy Lee Dolls, so I'm kind of obliged to answer. You know, we're live on the air, so. But yeah, that would be considered like a red flag, you know. Just like blindly following like the narratives of a 6'3", overweight, soft sit white gorilla. That might be a red flag, Christy Lee. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you might disagree, but just since you asked, I'm just saying. You know? Yeah. You know, just. Yo, Christy Lee's. Don't listen to that Zetetic warrior. I mean, I may be like an overweight white gorilla who obsessively consumes grilled cheese. But this ain't no cult. Because he ain't got no content. He won't stop talking about me, yo. Jennifer, I told you. It's time for another grilled cheese, bitch. Okay, Polly. But that's like 17 grilled cheeses already this morning. I'm gonna have to go to the store and get more Wonder Bread. Polly, remember we had that conversation? Maybe switch to the whole grain? Maybe not just the Wonder Bread? Don't be telling me, bitch! This makes me a grilled cheese, Jennifer. Okay, Polly, but I mean, I know you know how I just love cooking you grilled cheese all morning. Like, I just love doing that. But I kind of have to go to work, you know, because I'm a teacher, and I kind of like, you know, my job that I go to sort of pays the bills, so we both have a place to live. I told you, Jennifer. You ain't got to go to work no more. We got Jimmy Shively. Jimmy Shively's going to support this whole operation, bitch.
He's sticking you and taking all your money. Give it up.
Your new job is short order cook for my ass, bitch. That's a 24-hour job just to keep my gorilla ass fed. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, Christy Lee. I mean, you know, you want to know about red flags? Maybe just blindly following the lead of a, you know, an insane sociopathic cult leader might be a red flag. I'm just saying. I don't know if, you know, everybody out there would agree with me, but we could consider that a red flag. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. All right, we're gonna start the show. Who's talking? Is that Z or is that Paulie? Paulie, remember we had this conversation? I still have to go to work. You know, before I get my health insurance and stuff. We don't need health insurance on the land, yo. You don't need health insurance on the land. Paulie, what land? I thought there was land, but there's really no land. Don't worry, bitch. Jimmy Shadley's got this covered, bitch. Okay, Paulie. Jimmy Shadley's got it covered. I guess we're all good. Who needs health insurance? You know, when you have a bunch of broke out of work people that donate to you each month, I'm sure that'll keep up. Let's get the show started, everybody. It's enough of that. It's enough goofing around. Maybe y'all learning something this morning. We learned a couple things already. See? The show barely got started and learning all kinds of things. One, don't ever just fly out to Michigan randomly after meeting an obviously psychotic, internet lady. And two, try the whole grain bread instead of the white bread when you have, a 53-year-old woman taking care of every need, who's obviously, going down a life path that she should probably reevaluate. Just saying. All right, where were we? Where were we, everybody? Moose is writing lyrics for me. Nice, Moose. He's like ghostwriting for me. No need to freestyle when you have Moose. He'll just write your lyrics for you. Christy Lee Doll's asking me about red flags. Oh my God. Woo! You cannot make this up, everybody. You cannot make it up. All right, it's enough. It's enough. Okay. We'll do the show for real. We just will. It's fine. All right, let's get the What do you say, Mateo? Whole grain bread is a farce. No grains that are whole. See, that's why I like you, Mateo. You come out with that stuff. I mean, in a lot of ways, like, you're a little unhinged. But, you're letting us know that really no grains are actually whole. I appreciate that about you, good sir. Let's start the show, everybody. I mean, Lou Bass is here. He's up early. We'll start your show. We'll start it for you, Lou. I was waiting around for you, Lou. That's why I was doing that whole, bullshit I just did for a while. I was like, oh, when is Lou Bass going to get here? I want to start this damn show. And I can't do it until Lou Bass is here. And now you're here. So fuck it. I could start it. Yeah. That's right, Uncle Rick. Lou Bass is here. Lou Bass. Lou Bass, what kind of knowledge are you going to drop this morning? Are you going to give me more tips on how to eat pussy? Mr. Lou Bass, where are you? Let me put you up so people can see you. Lou Bass has instructed me. This person here who's not your sister 28 who keeps talking about dick. I want to talk about pussy instead, not your sister. I hope that, works for you. Lou Bass instructed me that, Z, you don't really lick the vagina. You suck on the vagina. I don't know. I mean, I'm even grossed out just saying it again. like I got sick a little bit saying that, and I had a little bit of a gag reflex. But I mean, what do you think? Not your sister, 28. Is Lou Bass correct when he says you don't lick it, you suck it? I don't know. Either way, Lou, I'm not sure there's really that much of a distinction between, those two techniques. I don't. Maybe um, maybe somebody could maybe help me out on this one. Is Lou right that you don't lick it? Christy Lee dolls. In all seriousness, um, Christy, would you agree with Lou when he says that the proper technique is less of a lick and more of a suck? I don't know, Lou. You might have to explain that a little bit more, a little bit more detail for the listening audience and myself, because Christy Lee doll says lick the booty. Okay, now we know where you stand, Christy Lee. Holy moly! All right. Hey guys, he's going for a new world record. How quickly can a show go off the rails? Can a show go off the rails before it's even fucking started? I don't know. Holy shit balls. All right. Let's get the show going. Hey friends, there I am and there you are. Wouldn't that be cool if when I turn my camera on that not only would you be able to see me, but I'd be able to see you in all your various states of behavior? Like, what would I see if I were able to see you all right now? Like, what would everybody do? Like, what would Goblin Life be doing right now? Besides drinking. Much love, Goblin Life. What would you guys all be doing? I could only imagine. Like, what do you think Heidi does during my show? I'm picturing, like, candles lit and multiple images of me postered all around her room with, like, all her kitchen knives just, like, stuck into my face. Strange, weird chanting. Pentagrams. I don't know. Just saying, Heidi. Like, if I could see you now, I could just imagine what that would look like. Like, if we could see Mateo right now as he does his 500 push-ups in 32 minutes. Which, Mateo, I'm going to hold it to you. There's no way you're doing that many push-ups. Not with proper technique. Plus, Mateo, my audience thinks you're on the gear, by the way. I'm at 50-50. I'm not sure right now. I was looking at your hairline. Your hairline's holding up pretty good, but just wondering, Mateo. Maybe you'll let us in on that. Yeah, he just says, what? You heard me, Mateo. There's no way you do the amount of push-ups that you claim. It's impossible. It's impossible. And like I said, if you do, your technique's fucking total shit. I'm calling you out, Mateo. On your push-ups. That's on what? You're capping about your push-up abilities. I know it. All right, let's get the show started, everybody. Come on now. It's enough. I don't know who this lady here is. She keeps wanting me to talk about Jaren's dick. What is your name? Not your sister, 28? You're obsessed with dicks this morning and Jaren's dick. That's right, everybody. And you flat earthers out there. You know it already. If you're a flat earther, because you probably watched Jaren. And if you've watched Jaren, you know that he obsessively talks about his rather large male member. He seems to be quite proud of it. I'm not sure if that's going to hold up in a debate, Jaren. Like, if you ever debate, like, one of these guys, like, fuck the flat earth guy, or, Simon Dan, I don't know if your dick size is going to help you. I don't know. But either way, good for you, Jaren. We salute you and your rather large penis. Ah, here she is. This is why I'm here. Look, I'm here to serve the public, not your sister. Not only is Jaren one of the top flat earthers, but he apparently has the potential to be one of the top, adult film stars. You might be missing your calling, Jaren, based on the stuff you say. I'm just saying, everybody. Official opening commencing now. Yeah. Can you feel it, everybody? I could feel it. I can feel it. Something in the air. Good morning, everybody. Grand rising and grand approach. Welcome back to Z Show. That's right. That's my name. It's one letter. It's short for Zetetic, which is a real word. Look it up in the dictionary. You'll find it. It means to proceed by inquiry. It means to ask questions. And that's what I do here. I ask questions. I ask the tough questions. I really do. Like, how do you actually, participate in cunnilingus? Do you lick it? Do you suck it? Do you kiss it? I don't know. These are the things. We also ask questions about science and cosmology. Like, how the fuck can you stick to the edge or the sides of a spinning space globe that's moving faster than the speed of sound as it travels at incalculable speeds and multiple vectors throughout the vast ever expanse of the, universe and the distant fucking galaxies? It's fucking crazy what we're doing here. I don't know. Let's go to the chat and see who is here this morning. Oh, I'm all the way at the bottom of the chat. It means I have to scroll up. Who's here, everybody? Oh, God. All you guys show up here so early in the morning. Well, it's early where I am. I don't really know where you are. It might be really early for you. Or for some of my, English people, it's lunchtime. It's not quite tea time yet. Hey, English people, do you guys still do tea time? Is that a thing? Tea time seems less of a thing for you fucking Brits. And, I don't know. I'm the kind of guy that, if I had a tea time, I would just ignore it. I'm like an anti-guy. I go against conventional things, on purpose. I'm kind of a fucking, troublemaker like that. I'd be like, tea time? No, I'm doing something else. Is that still a thing for you guys? Just wondering. Who's here? Capricorni in the house, coming in, much love. Music holds a secret. Quoting Yes. Yes is a good band. Dream on to the heart of the sunrise. Good one. And the Beatles. And Maureen McCovern. Not familiar with that artist. I'll have to check him out. Much love, Music holds a secret. Always checking in early with the music quotes. Of course, Quantum Epic. Who's Cadence? She changed her name back to Quantum Epic. Embarrassed much, Cadence? Anyway, much love. We've already talked about you enough. We love you, Cadence. You're a good sport, and you're completely crazy. Producer Moose in house, much love. Bear Jew coming at you from sunny Florida. Bang Bang Boy, welcome. Goblin Life checking in with us. 3 fingers coming at us from the Palmetto State. Good to see you, Mr. 3 Fingers. Who else is here? There's no Tommy here this morning. Good, because all he does is spam my fucking chat. Tommy, if you keep spamming my chat, I'm gonna have to block you. It's too much for me. You gotta stop that. Green Man up early this morning. Yeah. Coming at you, Mr. Green Man. Hope you're well. R Pool, nice to see you. Welcome back. Some new faces in here, like this Not Your Sister. Who the fuck could you be? Who knows? Tristan Leverack. That's right, Tristan. Trying to explain the show to this Not Your Sister. I'm sure she's not a troll or anything. Just saying. Glyph in the house, buongiorno to you. Much love, much love. We have all kinds of people listening live all around the level horizontal realm that we call Earth. Here he is, Smith W. I know, Smith. He says, hey, good morning. Didn't have time to make a new video, maybe tonight. It fucked me up, Smith, because I can't do my new segment. I don't know, maybe you guys missed it. I have a new segment here on Z Show. Which might be my favorite segment now. And it's called A Moment of Zen with Smith W, where each morning we'll listen to Smith W. in a moment of Zen. We'll, explore the realm of gematria. I mean, Z's not using it to demonstrate a concept called apophenia, which is basically when people tend to make seemingly meaningful connections from obviously meaningless topics. Well, not doing that at all. We just like to zen out on Mr. Smith W. I like your theme music, Miss Smith W. I was also experimenting with this one. Let me try this for you, Smith. We're going to try this music on for size. Let's see how it feels. Let's see how it feels. Because we need to find the right music for Smith. Oh, I'm liking this one already. I mean, this is the kind of music for the mind of an insane person. This might be a little too upbeat. I think I like the original one. We're going to go with this one, for the Smith W. Let me put it on as I talk about you, Smith. Because there's either two things with Smith. There's going to be no in between here. There's no in between with you, Smith. Either you are like a modern day Rain Man, which, by the way, this music comes from the movie Rain Man, everybody. Either you are like a super genius. Either you're able to like recognize patterns, numbers. If you're able to recognize the underlying gematria. Either you're able to recognize the underlying sacred geometry that forms the basic metaphysics of this reality, or you're just an insane person. It's somewhere. It's one of those two. It's not anywhere in between. So you're either the greatest genius ever to grace humanity with their presence, or you're like somebody we should all kind of be worried about. Who else is here? Come on. Who else is here? TLL2, much love to you. Here he is, Smith. But here, I'm just gonna read your chats. Hey, Smith, since you didn't drop any new videos, we'll just read your chats. So do just as good. He says Obama is the false Christ, the false lamb. So what is Lambo's symbol? The golden bull. Again, Obama. Smith, you may have like a bit of a fixation with the Obamas. I have a question for you, Smith, since you're such an expert on the Obamas. Who do you think has a bigger dick, Michelle or Barack? My money's on Michelle. I don't know, maybe the chat will want to weigh in on that one. Smith says a novel is a fictitious story. I can assure you this is a true story. If you say so. Here's what I'm thinking, Smith W. I have an idea. You're going to like this one, new person, not your sister, since you love dick talk so much. What I'm proposing, Smith W., is we take Michelle Obama's penis and we use that to design the blueprints of the new Washington Monument. Because, this is a new America. It's not the old America. And it's time to usher in a new age. The age of Aquarius. The age of gender bending. the age of gender fluidity. So in the spirit of this new age and this new America, I propose that we just demolish that old Washington monument that is apparently a symbol of the Egyptian god Osiris's phallus, and we erect a new Washington monument, but it's called the Obama Monument. And we base the design around the exact size, proportions, and shape of Michelle Obama's penis. What do you think, Smith? I think you're just the guy for this project. You and I think, need to get working on this. I'm just saying, buddy. You're the guy I need here. Who else is here? Jay in the house. Much love, Jay. Somewhere in time. Smith W. then weighs in and says, the Oracle at Delphi. Philadelphia Warriors moved to Oracle Arena. Well, you're on it, Smith. And you know I live right outside of Philly, so good on you, man. Ruled by Saturn, coming at you. Smith W. continues and says the so-called moon landing took place on 2769. Goddard, Maryland zip code is 2769. Home of the NASA Space Flight Center. Goddard means without God. Smith, I think you said it all there. Then he says, Christian Bale, like Christian Rapture. Christian Bale, born 1666 days before Kobe. And for all of you uninitiated to the Smith W. doctrine, Kobe means Kobe Bryant, the seemingly deceased former LA Lakers basketball player. You know, details matter here. And he continues, Rodney King, like the division of races, like the crown virus started on 3/11, or Kobe's something, because it's the MLB BLM. Oh, I like how you did that there. You took the MLB, which is Major League Baseball, and you flipped it around like an anagram, and you made it BLM. Then you said 3 Ks, you're out. 3 strikes, you're out. KKK is all about pushing division. Wait, I'm starting to see the connections you're making, Smith W. How did I miss these for so long? I'm glad we're doing this here, Smith. I think it's the music. It helps me. Like once I play the Rain Man music, I could focus. I realized it was me all along. The problem's not you, Smith. And your, pre-schizophrenia, like apophonic tendencies. It's me. I wasn't paying attention. All right, you're painting a picture here. We're on a journey here with Smith W, so might as well continue. Yeti Life in the house. Much love. Joe Moore coming at you. Was that it, Smith? You done for the morning? Or are you still going with us? Smith, you never fail to fucking deliver, dude. You're like the mailman, dude, because you deliver on time every time. Rain, snow, or shine. You are there, Smith W. Talk about a natural. That appears to be all for Smith. Maybe he's out off to work. Smith, you're a star, dude. You're a natural. Don't let anybody tell you different. When you got it, my friend. Yeah, it looks like that's it for Smith. Oh my God. Oh, here he is. He's back. All right. He said, no, I'm not replaying your old stuff. I only want new Smith stuff. Yeah. All right. He's working. We'll talk to you later, Smith. And your number one fan, the Bear Jew, Uncle Rick, I'm sure he's going to be waiting for you. You know, because I know the Smith W segments are your favorite part, Uncle Rick. Just saying. All right, that's enough. I got to kill this music. It's too insane. It's enough. It's enough, everybody. Holy mackerel. It's too much. It's too much. It's insanity. It's insanity. At some point, we need to kind of rein it in. We just can't let it go full insane. We just can't have full throttle, like, craziness. I have to bring it in a little bit. All right. It's about that time, everyone. It's time for a little interlude. Give me a chance to prep for the next segment. Let's watch your friend Zetetic Warrior goof around with his friend, Mr. Jack Talcott. It's a crowd pleaser, crowd favorite. You guys could say. Don't go anywhere, everybody. Your friend Zetetic Warrior, me, myself, and I'll be back shortly after this brief interlude. In the meantime, enjoy Mr. Jack Talcott and yours truly as we do our rendition of the famous Tom Cruise and what's his name? Jack Nicholson movie, A Few Good Men. Colonel, the 6 a.m. flight, was that the first one off the base?
Yes.
There wasn't a flight that left 7 hours earlier and landed at Andrews Air Force Base at 2 a.m.?
Lieutenant, I think we've covered this, haven't we?
I'll be calling Airman Cecil O'Malley and Airman Anthony Perez. They were working the ground crew at Andrews at 2 a.m. on the 7th.
Your Honor, these men weren't on the list.
Rebuttal witnesses, Your Honor, are called specifically to refute testimony offered under direct examination.
I'll allow the witnesses.
This is ridiculous.
Colonel, a moment ago...
Check the tower logs, for Christ's sake.
We'll get to the airman in just a minute, sir. A moment ago, said that you ordered Kendrick to order his men not to touch Santiago.
That's right.
And Kendrick was clear on what you wanted?
Crystal.
Any chance Kendrick ignored the order?
Ignored the order?
Any chance he forgot about it?
No.
Any chance Kendrick left your office and said, the old man's wrong?
No.
When Kendrick spoke to the platoon and ordered them not to touch Santiago, any chance they ignored him?
Have you ever spent time in an infantry unit, son?
No, sir.
Ever served in a forward area?
No, sir.
Ever put your life in another man's hands? Ask him to put his life in yours?
No, sir.
We follow orders, son. We follow orders or people die. It's that simple. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear?
Crystal. Just one more question before I call Airman O'Malley and Airman Perez. If you gave an order that Santiago wasn't to be touched, then why would he be in danger? Why would it be necessary to transfer him off base?
Private Santiago was a substandard Marine. He was being transferred off the base because...
You said he was being transferred because he was in grave danger.
Yes, that's correct, but...
You said he was in danger. I said grave danger, and you said...
Hey, dumbass.
I can have the court reporter read back your...
I know what I said. I don't need it read back to me like I'm a damn...
Then why the two orders, Colonel? Why did you...
Sometimes men take matters into their own hands.
No, sir. You made it clear just a moment ago that your men never take matters into their own hands. Your men follow orders or people die. So Santiago shouldn't have been in any danger at all. Should he have, Colonel?
You're a fucking dumbass.
Your Honor, I'd like to ask for a recess.
I'd like an answer to the question, Judge.
The court will wait for an answer.
If Kendrick told his men that Santiago wasn't to be touched, then why did he have to be transferred, Colonel? Kendrick ordered the code red, didn't he? Because that's what you told Kendrick to do. And when it went bad, you cut those guys loose. You had Markinson sign a phony transfer order. You doctored the logbooks. I'll ask for the fourth time. You ordered the...
You don't have to answer that question.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled to them.
You want answers?
I want the truth.
Hey, dumbass. You can't handle the truth. Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's going to do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? You're a fucking clown. I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom. You weep for Santiago and you curse the Marines. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know, that Santiago's death, while tragic, probably saved lives. And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives. You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties, you want me on that wall. You need me there. We use words like honor, code, loyalty. We use these words as a backbone to a life spent defending something. You use them as a punchline. I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of the very freedom I provide, then questions the manner in which I provide it. I'd prefer you just said thank you and went on your way. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a weapon and stand a post. Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you're entitled to. Dumbass.
Did you order the code red?
I did the job you sent me to do.
Did you order the code red?
You're goddamn right I did.
Please the court, I suggest the jury be dismissed so that we can move to an immediate Article 39A section. The witness has rights.
Captain Ross.
Jack?
The members of the court will retire to an anteroom until further instructed.
All right. What the hell's going on? Captain, what the hell's going on? I did my job. I'll do it again. Now I'm getting on a plane. I'm going back to my base.
You're not going anywhere, Colonel.
What the hell?
Captain Ross.
You have the right to remain silent.
I'm going to tear your eyes right out of your head and piss in your dead skull. You fucked with the wrong Marine. I saved lives. I saved lives. You hear me?
Colonel Jessup, do you understand these rights as I've just read them to you?
Fuck you! You fucking people. You have no idea how to defend a nation. All you did was weaken a country today, Kathy. That's all you did. You put people in danger. Sweet dreams, son.
Don't call me son. I'm a lawyer and an officer of the United States Navy, Zetetic warrior. But you can just call me Z. And you're under arrest, you son of a bitch. The witness is excused.
John. I heard there was a secret chord that David played, and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to a kitchen chair, she broke your throne, she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Maybe I've been here before, I've seen this room, I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. I've seen your flag on the marble arch. Love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 I did my best. It wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I've told the truth. I did not come to fool you. And even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of Song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah. 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 Apocalypse Cabaret.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Nathan Sanders, everybody. Go check out Nathan. Yeah. Hallelujah. Coming at you. All right, everybody. Golden voice Nathan. He just kind of gets me. Nathan, you get me there, Nathan. If I have to be locked up in a closet, I want Nathan's voice there with me. That'll get me through. Go ahead, Cadence. Feel free to lock me in a closet. Just make sure you play Nathan's rendition of Hallelujah on repeat. No, I think I'll be okay. What do you think, Uncle Rick? Probably be more like a nightmare for you. Graphics says Hallelujah Bass. Oh, man. I don't need that visual. See, you ruined it for me, Graphics, because every time I hear that beautiful song, I'm going to have to picture Lou Bass. I don't need that in my life. So thank you, but no thank you. We didn't need to go there. I don't want to go there, at least. All right, Smith. It's there for you, Smith. Come on. I'll wait for you. Don't mind me, you know. It's not like I'm doing a show or anything. It's not like I'm doing a really big show. Smith W wants to come up, everybody. Let's talk to Smith W. Come on, Smith. Get up here. I'll work on my Ed Sullivan impression as you come up. Because that's what I do. I do a really big show, everybody. Get my music up. I've got to do something while I wait for you to get up here. I can only imagine. Come on, Smith W. Get on up here. I mean, how could I not let you up here after that whole Smith W segment I did? Are you coming up, Smith W? I mean, I did request that you start to help me with the blueprints for the new version of the Washington Monument. That's going to be based on the male member of Michelle Obama. So, I'm just saying. We'll have to encode it with a lot of, like, secret numbers and stuff. Like how the current Washington Monument's encoded with all those sixes. You know, it's like 666, everything involved in it. We'll make sure we encode the new Michelle Obama Washington Monument penis statue, or whatever that thing is. The obelisk would be more of an apt description. We'll make sure we encode it with enough gematria to, you know, satisfy all you number counters out there. But that's right. It's a really big show, everybody. Remember when I launched the Beatles? That's right. You remember Ed Sullivan? Hold on, one more time, Smith W. I must have gave you the wrong link. Try now, Smith W. Give it a try. Yeah. I'm the new Ed Sullivan of the Metaverse. We're launching new talent like Smith W, everybody. Fuck the Beatles. We have Smith W. Uh-oh, what's happening to my music? Where did it go? Where did it go? On this morning's really big show, please get ready for our next guest. His name is Smith W, everybody. He's into gematria. He's into the Obamas. He's the newest genius to grace the metaverse. If you don't understand his research, it's your problem. I mean, he calls it research, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let's welcome my next guest to the really big show, Smith W. Hello, Mr. Smith. Welcome back to Z Show, good sir.
Good morning.
Hold on. Your microphone's crazier than you are right now. Do something about it. It's glitching out like a mofo.
I don't know. I'm outside. You can't hear me.
No, I can't hear you. Hold on. Let me try something on my end. Great start, Smith. Let me try something on my end. It's probably not going to work, though. Hold on. Okay. Say something.
Now.
Just leave and come back. Just leave and come back. Just hit the link again. My lord. Oh. Technical difficulties. Who knows? I wonder what he wants to tell us. I mean, he was already giving us the hard-hitting stuff in the chat. Whatever you're coming up here for, Smith, I want the designs to the new obelisk, the Michelle Obama penis monument. That's what I want. That's what I want, everybody. Come on, Mr. Smith. Graphic says it's 7:45 and Trump was the 45th president. Oh my God. Let's try again.
Hello.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello. How's it sound now?
No, man. Your microphone's completely fucked, dude.
Alright.
Bye, Mr. Smith. There's somebody else in the back. Who's that in the back? Is there somebody else back there? Let me see. Who is that? Who could that be in the back? Let me see. Who are you? Where are you? Oh, I know who it is. Uh-oh. I'm suddenly overcome with like an ominous feeling. Like all of a sudden I just feel a little weird and unsafe. I'm feeling a little like I'm feeling a little like stranger danger. I don't know. What do I do? Do I proceed with like bringing my next guest up, even though it's gonna maybe put me in some kind of degree of peril or danger? I don't know. Okay, I guess I'll bring her up. Oh, okay. Hi, Cadence. Welcome to the show.
Oh boy. Hey, what's up?
Hi, hi, Kate. It's so good to see you, Cadence.
I know.
Hi.
I'm very scary. I know you're scared. I can tell.
No.
Yeah, you
I'm
are.
not scared at all. I'm fine. Everything's great. Everything's wonderful. How are you?
Good. It's morning.
Is it? It's hard to tell. You've had me locked in this closet for so long. I really don't know the days from the nights anymore. But if you say it's morning, I guess I'll believe you. Can I have some water?
You don't know the days from the nights, but it's not because of me.
No, it's not because you have me locked in a closet.
I don't think you're here. I don't think I've seen you. So unless
No. Is that the story you're telling the authorities?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm telling the authorities.
Okay. Hi.
Good. Stay with this and off the sex talk. I'm proud of you. Keep going. How did you get so insane? Too many drugs. Too many drugs. Yeah.
You're right, I am insane, Cadence. Whatever you say, I am.
I know, you burnt out those brain cells. I heard your interview on Brian's show. Part of it. You would have been fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you thought about maybe letting me out of this closet, Cadence? You know?
I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
You're gonna keep this thing going. I'm not the one who can I'm not like fast on my feet with all this stuff you do. Your little bits. I don't know. I mean, there's no one in the closet. You're not in the closet. Unless you're gay. Are you like in that closet?
Yeah, whatever. Whatever it takes, whatever whatever you want me to say that's gonna get you to unchain me.
Come on, dude. Come on, dude. What's the chat talking about? Let's get something else. Where's Bobby? I miss Bobby. I bet you the chat's getting bored. They're like, what's he doing, dude? Are they gonna talk about anything? You're putting me on the spot because you're being a dumbass, as usual.
Well, I mean, maybe if you let me out of the closet, I can go back to my show.
How do I do that? How do I
love
do
you.
that? I love you too. You're not here. I can't let you out of the closet. You have to let yourself out. Is it raining there? It's raining here.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really thirsty. Can you maybe collect some of that rainwater and bring me a drink?
Maybe. I'll think
Okay.
about it. I'll think about it.
All right.
You're one of the craziest freaking dudes. Oh my gosh, man.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, it's not easy doing a broadcast locked in a crazy Michigander's closet in the dark. I mean, I don't know. I'll try to move on with the broadcast. I'll try to move on. I have another guest. Alright. Who's my next guest? Somebody's back there. Let me find him. Where are you, next guest? It's not easy doing a broadcast, when you're basically being kidnapped by like a thirsty Michigander woman. Alright, let me bring up my next guest. Let me bring him up. We can't let him wait too long. He's no spring chicken and his days are numbered. So we gotta, work on getting him up here. He's kind of an old guy, so let's get him up. Hold on. Where are you, old man? Where are you? Where's your music? Oh, Bobby, where'd you go, Bobby? I waited too long. He might have. Either he passed out or maybe he Bobby, what happened to you? Did you have like a medical event? I waited too long. I mean, I know you're an old guy. I didn't think I had to go that quick to bring you up. Yeah. Moose says Bobby's out at the Dollar Tree scouting for trim. No, Moose. G says he passed away. Bobby doesn't have to go to Dollar Store because he's been simping on Bex. Robot Saturn says he's fallen and can't get up. Come on, Bobby, where'd you go? Maybe your battery died on your phone because you've been up all night on that the Bex broadcast. She apparently just streams 24 hours a day and chain smokes cigarettes. Where'd you go, Bobby? We lost you. I was all prepped to bring you up. How disappointing. And he's not even in chat anymore. No, Moose. He doesn't have to go to the dollar store anymore. He's got Bex. He's simping enough on Bex. Bob, are you embarrassed because you know that, I caught you simping for Bex? Which is fine. I'm not even I'm not even going to hold it against you. I've been simping a lot lately, Bob. I've been simping myself. Everybody knows that. I've been hardcore simping for pretty much my whole life. But I'm working on it, Mr. Bobby. We're both working on it together. This is like a 12-step program here at Z Show for simping. We're trying to get away from it. It's no good for any of us. So, Mr. Bobby, don't be shy or don't be upset because you've been simping for Bex. I mean, like I said, Bobby, if you're gonna simp, I'm not sure Bex is the best option, but we know. I've been simping. I've been simping big time lately, but I'm embracing it. It's fine. I'm okay with admitting to everybody that I have simped. I currently simp, but I'm working on it. So what? Big deal. So what? And a lot of my audience knows that I've been pretty much big time simping for one special lady, and that's this lady right here. Remember this lady, guys? Who remembers Dr. Kelly? I remember you, Dr. Kelly. Hey, Cadence, do you remember Dr. Kelly here?
No, I don't know. Who's that?
Yeah. Are you jealous that I'm simping for Dr. Kelly?
No. It's to be expected.
Bobby, Bobby.
Can you hear me?
I can
Mic
hear you.
check.
Can you hear me,
Mic
good
check.
sir?
Yes, sir. Thanks for bringing me on.
Thanks for being here, Bobby. Bobby, look, I'm glad you're here because I've been simping, Bobby. I simp sometimes, but
Yeah,
I'm working on it. How about you, Bobby? Have you been simping?
a little bit, to be honest, but I have a girlfriend now.
You have a girlfriend?
Yeah, Bex.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Well, I know she's your girlfriend, but I mean, it seems like you're simping for her, though. Do you feel as though because she's your girlfriend now, it's not simping?
I feel that because we've moved beyond the metaverse relationships, courtships, that and what I had to do was I just had to stop simping and just be involved with her as her
Gotcha.
metaverse boyfriend.
So you feel as though because you're her metaversal boyfriend and you're kind of committed to her, that's not simping. It's more of a committed relationship. But I don't know. It kind of still seems like simping a little bit.
No, I don't think so, because we moved out of that into boyfriend and girlfriend, because she now has given me her contact information. So I don't have to come on YouTube to contact her. I can, just contact her through her information, which nobody else has but me.
So that's interesting, Bobby, because originally this was a metaversal relationship, but now we're understanding that it's gone beyond the metaverse. Wow,
Yes.
That is a bombshell news. We have a real life love connection between Bobby and the wonderful Bex. Well, first, Bobby, let me ask you, your audio's different, dude. Are you using a different microphone? It's kind of like, are you using that earphone? What do you got going different this morning with your technology, Bob?
Is it good?
No, I mean, like, I could hear you, but it sounds like you're at the bottom of Bex's cavernous pussy. Bobby, are you inside Bex's pussy right now? Is that what we hear? Did you simp enough where you were muff diving on Bex and then you fell in? Is that the echo we're hearing?
Are you hearing an echo? I'm not on my end.
It's not an echo, but it's like you're in a tin can. I don't know. Like, what you're doing something different with your audio. That's all I'm saying, Bob. That's all I'm saying.
You want me to go back to the way it was? Because I can do that.
Go back to the way you used to have it.
Okay, I'm doing that right now. Give me a sec.
All right. Let's let Bobby work that out. I mean, I don't know. It's Bobby. It's either your new technology or, you're coming to us deep inside the cavernous walls of Beck's very likely, large vagina.
Mic check.
You there, Bobby?
I'm here. Is that any better? Is there an echo?
I don't know. Might be a little bit better. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Not really. But I can hear you though, Bobby. I can hear you. All right.
Do you want me to go out and come back in again?
No, you're okay. You're okay.
Okay.
So, all right. So let's really get down to it, Bobby, because I'm not convinced about your simping thing. Because just because you're in a monogamous, dedicated relationship with the lovely Bex doesn't mean that you've escaped your simp-like behavior. It kind of seems like you're just simping for Bex, but I don't know. Help me out, dude. Please explain to me how it's not simping.
Well, I'm not simping after anyone. Okay. I could say I'm not simping. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Bobby. I'm here.
I'm not simping after anyone. But if I were simping after anyone, it would be Bex. But I don't have to simp after Bex because we're in a real relationship, not a metaphysical relationship, because she gave me her contact information and she has mine, and so now we can communicate off the whatever reality we're in.
All right, Bobby. Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's a love story. maybe let me ask you this: what is it about Bex that's that you find so appealing? What is it about her that kind of gave you that special love connection?
Oh, man. Well, it happened on your show because you had me on your show, and then you brought her up at the same time I was up on the show. So I was on a panel with her on your show.
Gotcha.
Do you remember?
I actually do. Of course I remember. So basically, I'm responsible for this love connection. That makes me feel good about myself. It makes me realize that we're doing real stuff here.
Well, it really has changed my whole psyche, I guess.
Interesting.
Because I used to simp a lot, a lot, since my wife passed away, especially. And then, and that was like, but I never went on a date. In the 7 years since his wife has passed away, I never went on one fucking date, even though I was doing all this simping for some fucking reason. And so then I met Bex. I mean, you called me on it the first time I was on your show. I came up and man, you saw right quick, what my issue was, and I had to, I couldn't cop out. I had to admit it.
Fair enough, Bobby. So I don't know if you've been following along, but I have this lady, Cadence, who she and I kind of have some kind of thing going. I'm not sure, but
Good.
Do you remember?
I'm happy for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know how happy you should be for me, Bobby, because I don't know. I'm a little worried because some of her behavior may be considered red flags. Like I think she might have certain intentions towards me, like that may or may not include like kidnapping, felony assault, sexual battery. She seems like she has a lot of plans for me, but how's this, Bobby? Let me bring up Cadence, and I'm gonna have you screen Cadence for me because I'm worried. Because if I'm gonna proceed with a relationship, I want a trusted friend like yourself to maybe talk to this woman to kind of maybe kind of go through a screening process. Will you do that for me, Bobby, please? All right, let's bring her up. Cadence, I want Bobby to kind of have a conversation with you. He's sort of like my trusted advisor. So before I engage in any type of relationships, I need my friends to kind of give me the go-ahead. So, all right, Bobby, help me out. Talk to this chick and let me know what you think, if I should kind of proceed with a relationship or maybe back off. All right, here we go.
Hi, Bobby. I think you might have froze. Ooh. I think you might have froze.
No, I'm good. Hi, Cadence.
Hi, how are you?
Excellent.
Good.
Yeah, I had a complete breakdown today, really. And
A breakdown?
Yeah, I had a real breakdown, but then I had a breakthrough. Well, I'm doing real good now. Are you back? You left.
I hope so. My phone's being weird.
Is it charged up?
Yeah, it is. Can you see me?
I can see you and I can hear you very well. Can you hear me? Yeah, I see you and I hear you very well. Do you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see you, and I'm going to take a closer look at you. Okay, hang on. Okay, there you go. All right.
Oh yeah. We got it. There you go. Put me on the full screen. Yay!
Okay, well, I'll ask you You know, I've already been through this shit
Yeah,
for Z one other time, but now he wants me to re-screen you again.
I know, you already asked me stuff before. So what you
I
should do
know.
is you should ask him why he isn't using my phone number. That's what someone needs to ask him.
Well, I can't get into that. That is really none of my business. I'm sorry, but I can't really interfere in any preliminary stuff here.
Okay.
But I did screen you once, and I thought you were okay. You know, you passed with flying colors. I don't know what the fucking problem is with Z.
Yeah, I don't either.
So, but you want me to ask him why he doesn't text you?
Nah, you don't even have to ask him. I've went over it a few times, and I am like, that's it. If he wants to, he will, and if he doesn't, then he won't.
Let me tell you what I did.
I'll move on to the next guy.
Well, hang on here a minute before you do anything rash. Let me tell you what I did. And I did this early on. You know, I was so happy to have met him, you know, for lots of different reasons. And in the chat, I put my text number.
Right.
And yeah, and he deleted it. So he's never called me. He's never texted me. And it may not be his policy. I'm serious. You may just have to clarify whether or not he has a policy not to do that, because some podcasters do not go outside the metaverse. None of that. No email,
Right.
no text numbers, no voicemail. They stay right here on this platform for some fucking reason.
Right.
But I'm sorry I'm cussing. It's just,
You're fine.
but, you know, it's frustrating, you know, because, you know, what we're trying to do, I think, is we're broadcasting.
I can hear you.
Yeah, we're broadcasting. In other words, right now, I'm a guest on the show, and I guess I'm on a panel with you, and I don't see Zeke on the panel, so it's just me and you. So I'm broadcasting, and I think you're broadcasting too.
Right.
Right, we're both broadcasters right now on a panel.
Yes, we are. You're a pretty good broadcaster.
I know who the good broadcasters are, and I'm not there yet. I haven't had my first podcast yet, but I have done some interviews, and I've got the video made, and I'm studying them because I don't want to put out the wrong broadcast. If you follow what I'm saying, in other words, what I was instructed to do is that when I make a video, review it. Just don't slap it up there like an idiot, you know. Because I need to make sure that I'm putting out the right broadcast. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm not.
You probably don't want to do anything about that, but you know that's more the technical stuff.
Excuse me. No, I was just gonna say, I'm kind of hanging out. I'm not like necessarily like into the, like I'm not looking for a broadcasting career or anything. I mean, so I'm here just for fun, you know.
Do what?
I'm here just for fun, not necessarily to be a broadcaster, you know.
Okay.
Okay. Where'd Z go? He's
No, it's good to know. I mean, you're being honest about your motivation for being here, and See, that's how I am too. I am fun, Fun, and I'm
Right.
funny looking.
Funny looking. Yeah, you're not funny
Yes,
looking.
I am too funny looking.
Okay, fine. I'll agree with you then. You're funny looking. You're funny.
Okay, if you don't really think I'm funny looking, don't say, "Oh, I have to agree with you." You don't have to agree with me. I'm just
I hear
saying.
I hear you. Well, where did Z go? Is he just gonna leave? Like, basically, you're a broadcaster.
Yep. Yeah, she's here for fun. Can you hear me?
Well, Bobby, what do you think, man? What's your assessment of our friend Cadence, man? What am I supposed to do? Do I go for it? I mean, do I risk life and limb? Do I head up to Michigan, like, under the distinct potential that she's going to kidnap me and lock me in her fucking dark closet? What do I do, Bobby?
Well, are you like a metaverse boyfriend, girlfriend yet? Or I don't know where in the fuck you are with this.
Well, I would say we're more in the talking stage right now.
Okay. But I think what you need to do is you need to clarify your policy as far as, this is your show and what your policy is about having direct communication with one of the people, right?
Well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Bobby. What should my policy be? I don't really think I have a policy. Maybe I should make one. I mean, what do you think?
I think that you should have some type of policy, so just so people know.
So you think I should? Huh? You think I should go for it? Seems like you think I should go for it.
I'm not saying one way or the other, but I think if you had a policy, I think that would, help other people to not jump to conclusions and stuff about your intentions. Let me put it this way, Z. She's just here. She's already expressed the fact that she's available. She's already expressed the fact that she likes you.
Right.
Okay. So she jokes around and says you're real crazy, So she's joking. She's here for fun. She's flirting.
Right.
But she hasn't stated any intention toward her, although she's kind of stated an intention toward you. But I don't know how much longer this is going to go on. But she's about ready to move on, I think.
So wait, you think I'm gonna miss the boat here? It seems like.
Yeah, I had an opportunity today for. I was out in the real reality, whatever that is.
Hold on, Bobby. Your fucking microphone's all staticky and stuff, and there's beeps going on. What's with the beeps and the static? What's happening over there, Bobby?
I'm going out and come back in. See.
All right, thank you, good sir. Holy macaroni, Bobby. Let's let him do better. I mean, come on, guys. He's no spring chicken, so I'm sure technology is really not his strong suit. So let's let him kind of get. I don't know, audience. I mean, Bobby thinks I'm kind of like. He thinks I need to either shit or get off the pot, so to speak. Seems like he thinks I'm missing an opportunity. Which maybe he's right. Maybe I'm missing a golden opportunity for love. I mean, wouldn't be the first time I've kind of slacked on a potential love interest and then regretted it. I mean, Bobby could be right. I could be missing a potential amazing experience with the lovely Cadence, or it's either that or it's either that or kind of maybe more like this, which you're about to see here. I don't know, Bobby. It's either the love connection that you seem to think it is, or it's, more like the horror movie.
You almost died. You have a compound fracture of the tibia in both legs, and the fibula in the right leg is fractured too. And as soon as the road's open, I'll take you to a hospital.
You will, Cadence? She'll take me to a
Got a lot of
hospital?
recovering to do.
Can you just take me to the hospital now? Why do you have to keep me here in your house? Like, we could just go to the hospital now, Cadence. We don't have to sit here for days on end. You could just take me to the hospital, Cadence. All right, I'll do anything. Help me, guys. Help me, guys. I'm not joking. Somebody help me. Yeah, maybe about that hospital, Cadence. And can we do that? Just saying.
There is nothing to worry about. You're gonna be just fine. I'm your number one fan.
My name is...
I'm your number one fan. 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 I'm your number one fan.
You are, Cadence? Thanks. Thank you.
My name is Annie Wilkes.
I think one of my clients, Paul Sheldon, might be in some kind of trouble.
Paul Sheldon, the writer? Everybody sure likes those misery books.
We had it at the store, Paul.
They said he checked out last Tuesday. Isn't that a little strange?
Guess it was kind
It might be a little strange. Now you're shaving me, Cadence? You don't like me with my beard? You want to see me clean shaven? Okay, you could shave me. I don't know why you have to use a straight razor. Can you just use one of those Bics? They work just fine. Why do you have to use a straight razor? I mean, I trust you and everything. Thanks. I like. I always like me better without a beard. You're right, Cadence. I'm much better clean shaven. Help me.
It was kind of a miracle you finding me.
In a way, I was following you.
You were following me.
Oh, Paul, I've read everything of yours. The misery novels. You must be a good man. You could never have created such a wondrous, loving creature as Misery Chastain.
Very kind.
The presumption must now be that Paul Sheldon is dead.
No, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. No, I'm just locked in the closet of a crazy lady. I mean, a wonderful lady. I love you, Cadence. You're great. You're not crazy. You're not. You're totally normal.
Dirty bird. How could you? Misery Chastain cannot be dead.
Misery Spirit is still alive.
I don't want her spit!
No, Cadence, don't get angry. It's fine. It's fine.
I want her! And you murdered her!
You don't think he's dead, do you?
And don't even think about anybody coming for you, because I never called them. Nobody knows you're here. And you better hope nothing happens to me. Because if I die, you die. I know you've been out. Is this what you're looking for? Eventually, you'll come to accept the idea of being here.
Annie, whatever you're thinking about doing, please don't do it. Annie, for God's...
Shh, darling. Trust me.
God's sake.
It's for the best. God, I love you.
I love you too. Forever and always. I love you. Help me. Please. Please. Help me. Mm. I mean, Bobby thinks I should just, just go for it. He doesn't see, Bobby doesn't see any problems. He doesn't see any red flags. I don't know, guys. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the crazy one. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It might not be the greatest thing to take advice from a 75-year-old guy who's dating Bex. Apparently in real life now, they've broken the metaversal links and they're apparently communicating in real life. So, so yeah, I guess I don't see any problems like listening to Bobby. I should just go with it. Are you there, Dr. Ake? Drake, you hear my voice? I see you meandering around. Are you there? Let's see this fucking guy. Yo, Dr. Ake, are you there? Drake. Hello, good sir.
Have you got me yet?
Yes.
Can you?
We hear you, Dr. Ake.
Yeah, but I've just got to go and stand back over there because I've got the milk on the stove.
Well, you go take care of that, there, Dr. Ake. You don't want to get that milk to burn. Then you got to scrape the bottom of your saucepan with the burnt milk. It's not fun. It's not a fun thing. Holy crap!
There used to be a special thing you put in your saucepan. It was like a round piece of glass with a hollow underneath it, and you put it in the bottom of the saucepan. And when that little cavity gets some steam, it bounces up and down and makes a racket like a whistling kettle.
Nice. That must be one of those innovative Australian inventions. I mean, you guys really don't seem to have any, any great innovators going on in Australia. I can't think of one of them, but apparently you invented the milk thing.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, he's my god too. So just watch what you say.
Yeah. Is that kangaroo milk or is that regular cow milk? What do you have going, dude?
Hey, it's from a cow that lives about 500 meters up the road. She just had a calf and she's giving 15 liters a day.
Gotcha. And yeah, your neighbors don't care that you illegally trespass in their property to steal the milk? That's cool.
Well, hey, all around here in Nornala, you can look it up. N-O, Nornala. It's near Walpole. Walpole is the closest town to the pole, to the ice wall. And you know what the town's called? Walpole, just up the road there.
I don't know what you just said, but we'll just go with that.
What do you mean you don't know what I said? What part don't you understand?
The part where you started speaking words.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there's a lot of funny things, but they want to talk about anything serious.
Hold on, Dr. Ake. I was trying to ask this on my show yesterday. What's fucking Vegemite? Can you help me? I want to know what Vegemite is.
Yeah, Well, as far as I know, it's made in Australia and it's fairly black, and I would suspect that it's molasses and brewer's yeast.
I don't know. That doesn't sound right to me. That sounds That doesn't sound right for some reason. You might be off on that one.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Take your time, Dr. Ake. You know, you got your milk going, your coffee. It's all good. Don't worry about it, Dr. Ake. It's all right. You know, we're not live broadcasting, you know. Just take your time. It's all good.
Hey,
I'm sure you have to get everything perfect. Yeah, I got a question. What else you put in that coffee besides the cow's milk? You put sugar in there or molasses? What's going on there?
Yeah, a bit of Milo and some sugar, yeah. I shouldn't have sugar, but bloody sugar tastes good. And I've been smoking all my life, and I've never been fitter.
So you're another one of those people that smokes cigarettes and it's going to tell me that they're healthy for you. Okay.
Yeah. Bloody oath they are. Look up the study made by, I think it was a Canadian university, did a study on cigarette smokers. And you want to see the list of conclusions she came up with. And you know what was number one on the list?
What's that, Dr. Ake? What was number one on the list?
There's a strong correlation between IQ and people that smoke.
Interesting. I don't really trust Canadian researchers. Just saying, like that might not be the best, you know, source of information. Is Canadian researchers? I don't know. I mean, maybe you trust Canadian scientists, but I'm not inclined to do so.
You can't. You can't just generalize like that. But anyway, one thing that might suggest that they were on the right track is that they were denied any further funding to investigate the reasons behind these things.
So you're saying you trust Canadian scientists? I don't know.
I only trust people who tell the truth, okay? It's as simple as that.
Are you better now? You have your coffee, you have your cigarettes. Are you settled in, or what's going on?
Yeah, I'm settled in. Yeah, I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise.
Interesting. All right, so it seems like you're ready to talk about something serious. You know, you want to move on from the joking around. You want to move on from all the the childish content. All right. Well, what's on your mind, Dr. Ake?
No, come on. You ask me the most perplexing question you can imagine. After all, I'm the doctor.
Apparently.
Yeah, that's an interesting word, apparently, isn't it?
What's that, Dr. Ake?
Apparently, the sun and the moon are both the same size, the same shape, and they travel roughly the same speed as each other. Apparently.
Well, you said it, Doc. What about it?
The majority of the world's population do not believe it.
You're saying they don't believe in the moon and the sun?
No.
What's there to believe
I'm
in?
saying they don't.
It just kind of looks like a phenomenon to me. You know, the moon's kind of up in the sky, the sun's up in the sky, and they seem to move above us. I don't know why everybody has to make it so complicated, Dr. Ake. They seem to tell us a whole other story about like how like we're the ones that are moving and that the moon and the sun are kind of standing still, relatively speaking. And I don't know. You're right. It does kind of seem kind of weird. Like, how come we observe the sun and the moon moving above us, but they're telling us a whole other story that we're the ones that are actually moving. And they kind of say that we're spinning and on an axial rotation, and they kind of say we're spinning faster than the speed of sound, which to me is really hard to believe because I just kind of see the sun and the moon moving above me. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Exactly that. You can either believe the senses that God gave you, or deny something and therefore deny God gave you any sense at all, and deny God.
How's that coffee treating you, Doc? It's good.
It's good.
So let me ask you, Dr. Ake, if we don't live on a, wobbly, spinning, space water ball, all right, if you're so smart, Dr. Ake, if you're telling me we're not orbiting a fusion gas ball existing in a near-perfect vacuum, Dr. Ake, if you're telling me that we didn't evolve from a single-celled amoeba into the complex organism that we call human, if you're telling me that we didn't originate from a big bang billions of years ago, if you're telling me that we don't live in an impossible reality that contradicts all demonstrable applied physical science, well, if you're telling me all those things, Dr. Ake, well, if you're so smart, then why don't you tell me what this place is? Smarty pants.
Hey.
Just because you're telling me what it isn't, apparently you're obliged to tell me what it is, good sir, under, certain logic.
Hey. Hey, I can understand you what you're questioning, but you're not ready to know. Hardly anybody on earth is ready for the whole truth. They can only give you drips and drabs. And if you don't pick up the bloody message, won't be here when the round's finished. It's like musical chairs. Anyway, if I thought you were ready, I could ask you a few questions and see if I think you're ready to know the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Well, we can give it a try, Dr. Ake. Go ahead. Let's give it a try.
I'll just ask you questions, okay? So I can find out at what level of comprehension you have.
Okay, let's go for it.
Do you believe that we are a creation of a higher level of intelligence and understanding?
All right, so let me just get this straight, because sometimes it's good to paraphrase the question, just so we know we're both on the same page. So I believe your question was, do I believe we come from a creator of higher consciousness and intelligence? Indeed, was that your question, Dr. Ake?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, how's this? I'll answer your question with another question. Does one need to really...
Hey, first I want a yes or no for my question. Are you still there?
Oh, I'm here. Dr. Ake, I'm here.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing I've got plenty of time to spare at the moment, isn't it? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you?
Wait a second. I didn't even get to answer your first question. Now you're on to the second question.
Come on. I just want a yes or no. You've already given me a yes, haven't you?
Well, it seems like you're putting me into a false choice. You're putting me into a false binary.
Can I concede that you do believe there is a creator?
Well, I would ask you, do we have to believe anything? Where's belief coming into it?
You don't have to believe anything. The happiest man is the village idiot. He's the happiest man in town.
Well, let me say this, Dr. Ake. Isn't the creator evident in the creation?
It's one and the same. It's one and the same.
Well, so if there's a creation, then there's a creator, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, that answers your question. What's your next question?
Are you familiar with the concepts of as above, so low?
You're asking me if I'm familiar with the concept of as above, so below. Yes, I am, Doctor.
Do you fully accept that in all directions simultaneously?
Do I accept what about directions? I'm not sure what you mean, Doc.
Okay, I'll give you an example. Are you familiar with the general, video or electro video where they show a cell under a microscope? Have you seen that?
What do you mean? Like a cell, like a human cell? What kind of cell?
Human cell.
Okay, yeah, I've seen cells under the microscope. Certainly. Proceed, good sir. Proceed.
So they make it look like a little rubber ball, and then they show you that they're putting in this hypodermic needle. They're pushing slowly in. Have you seen that?
Yes, I have, Dr. Ake.
And it deforms that little ball. It deforms it until that point gets to the center of that sphere. Okay. That's when it breaks through the barrier. You've seen those little videos?
You're discussing basically physics. You're talking about things like force and pressure. You're talking about concepts of hydrodynamics and the equal distribution of force. You're also talking about entropy and the tendency for energy to reach an equilibrium, creating homeostasis. I might know a little bit of something about this, Dr. Ake, just a little. Go ahead. I think we're on the same page.
Right. You're also familiar with the concept of the atom. The atom. It's a spherical thing. It's a spherical thing where there's a proton and a neutron, and they spin around each other, so to speak.
Well, I mean, that's what they taught me in school. I mean, I've never seen it with my own eyes. Even the images that they show me, I mean, I'm not really sure exactly if that model's sound, but, that's what they taught me, Dr. Ake. So maybe we should just listen to the educators in academia when they tell us of such things. But yeah, sure, I'm familiar with the atom. Go ahead, good sir.
Well, as above, so below refers to, like, somebody the other day compared it to a Russian doll.
Right, Dr. Ake. So it seems like you're bringing up the concept of fractals, the concept of a fractal reality, one in which we see the macro represented in the micro.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Yeah. Okay, Dr. Ake. Go ahead. Proceed, good sir. Proceed.
No, I'm sorry. I went off on a tangent and I don't know where I am now.
Well, usually when I go off on a tangent, I try to back up. I try to retrace my steps. So, okay. We're on to fractals now.
So remind. No, let's
Okay.
go back to the question.
So previous to fractals, you were talking about atoms. You were asking me if I was familiar before you went into atoms with a cell, and I went into the whole concept of,
Hey, we need to go back to what the original question was.
The question was, you asked me if I believe in a creator.
No, but that was to answer your question. What was your original question?
I didn't ask you a question. My original question to you was, what is Vegemite? You gave me some weird answer. Are you telling me you don't know what Vegemite is? Am I going to have to look it up?
Hey, I know what it is. My mother used to put it on in my school lunchbox sandwiches from when I was 6 years old till at least I was 12. I don't know.
Well,
Vegemite sandwich.
I hear all you goofy Australian. Yeah.
Sometimes it was Vegemite, and if we were lucky, there was a slice of cheese on it.
Well, let me read what Vegemite is. Apparently, based on Wikipedia. Who knows? They're not always correct, but Wikipedia tells me that Vegemite is a thick, dark brown Australian food spread made from leftover brewer's yeast extract with various vegetables and spice additives. Okay. Well, did you like your Vegemite sandwiches? Is that something that, would you recommend it?
At the time, I was completely sick of them and I hated them because that's the only thing we had. But today I quite like it, yeah.
Nice. So did you remember your line of inquiry, Dr. Ake? Did you know where you were going?
No, I've got to go right back to the first question. But it doesn't matter. Let's start over. Let's pretend I just walked in and we'll start again.
We could do that, Dr. Ake. We could do that, Dr. Ake. It seems like you were...
Go back and we'll start again.
Oh, sure. It seems like you were trying to ask me, you were trying to screen me. You wanted to know if I was ready for the truth that apparently you have. And you wanted to screen me through a series of questions to kind of discover if I was ready for the truth. So, do you have any more screening questions? Dr. Ake, everybody, coming at y'all. Hey, audience, is it me, or is like everybody from Australia like completely goofy, weird, and insane? What is it about you guys? What did they do to you down there? Or I should say out there. You guys don't like when I say down there. What happened to all you Australians? Like, just why? Here's a question for the audience. Who's more goofy, Australians or Canadians? I'm going to put my money on Canada. Canada's more fucked up than Australia. He's on record. He's saying it. Let's see what Nuba has to say. He's Australian. He says Vegemite is good. You need the right butter ratio. Marmite is the devil, though. Don't even bother trying it. So you mix your Vegemite with butter and you spread it on the bread. Let's see who else is backstage. Got some more people backstage. I don't know. I'm like in some like Dr. A vortex. I don't know how to get out of it. I like put myself in like a trance. I need to snap out of it. I went into Dr. Ake's crazy mind and not quite sure how to get out. All right, let's bring Bobby. Let's bring Bobby up. Seems like he's back. Are you still with us, Bobby? I don't know where to go with you this morning, Bobby. All right, we'll give it a try. Let's bring him up. Hi, Bobby.
Hi, Z. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Your microphone sounds way better. So let's kind of troubleshoot here. What did you do different with your mic? Why does it sound so much clearer than before?
I just do it the way you do it, Z, and it works, okay? Without going into all the details.
All right. Well, you sound a lot better. Like a lot better.
I'm learning how to do it, Z.
Well, this is a learning process, I think, for all of us, Bobby. All right. So where we left off with you is you let us know that the lovely Bex has given you her personal contact information. So I have some questions for you. Have you contacted Bex? Or you're gonna wait? You're gonna wait 3 days. A lot of people say wait a couple days, Bobby, so you don't look desperate. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I know her. See, I was on her show tonight, and we talked through a bunch of stuff.
Oh, nice.
And anyway, I'm working on my presentation a lot, and my presentation lately hasn't been very healthy. So, yeah, I've been really stressed, man, and now I'm all relaxed.
What do you mean, Bobby? What was your stressor? And then, what do you use for relaxation?
Oh, golly. I had like these multiple stressors today. I had to go out, boots on the ground, in the work, the allopathic medicine community,
So what, you had to go back to the doctors?
Not me. I've got a clean bill of health.
Nice. Well, what were you doing with the doctors? What happened?
Do you know my stepson, Ben?
Not personally.
Well, I've mentioned him before, right?
Not to my knowledge, but go ahead. Tell us about Ben.
Okay, my stepson's Ben. His dad showed up at the door about 11:30 today and informs me that he has to have a procedure. I go, what time is the procedure? And what time are we leaving? What time do you have to be there? So he had to be there and check in at 2:15. So we got there at 2. This is for a minor surgery. So
and that's going to happen. Gotcha.
He's already had it. So I had
he had it. Gotcha.
I put on the uniform. I wear my best scrubs, and I have my stethoscope, and my phone, and all my stuff in my bag, my little
So wait a
traveling
second,
bag.
Bobby. Hold on. So you weren't like participating in the procedure just to sit in the waiting room? You put your nurse's scrubs on?
I participated not in the procedure directly because only the doctor and the patient are in that procedure. He has no assistance, nobody. You know.
Right. So why
It's
did you
on
wear
video.
this?
It's
Why
on
did you
video
wear?
anyway.
Why did you wear the scrubs and the stethoscope just to sit in the waiting room? What was the thought behind that?
No, I went into the unit, into the suite.
You did.
I was giving the people there the message that I'm like Billy's support, and by the way, I'm also a registered nurse.
Gotcha. I'm sure that wasn't creepy for the doctor at all. I'm sure he felt totally comfortable with that. So then afterwards, then you stayed up all night on the Bex stream?
Yeah. After I left like at 1:38 p.m. and I didn't get home until 5 p.m. So say 3 hours, okay? I was out there, boots on the ground.
Gotcha. Let me ask you, when that Bex is streaming all night long, like what do you do when Bex is like streaming for hours on end?
I catch it if I can, but I've had a lot of electrical and technical difficulties here. I lost my phone for, I want to say, 2 days. So I was without a phone. I couldn't really listen to anything, you know. This was before the minor surgical procedure. But I found my phone. And so consequently, I was able to, be on a date, a metaversal date with a chaperone with Bex.
Gotcha. So basically, when you're listening to her show, that's basically a date. All right, not bad.
Well, it wasn't tonight or this early a.m. It wasn't. This wasn't a date thing.
I'm wondering what the audience thinks about you and Bex. I'm wondering. I mean, I guess it shouldn't matter really what anybody else thinks, but you. I mean, if you like her, Bobby.
Yeah, I do. I like her. I really resonate with her.
Yeah. That's cool. It's cool, man. Hey, Bobby, whatever works for you, man. Like if it makes you happy, if it makes you happy, it makes me happy.
Well, whatever works with you too, Z. I mean, if it makes you happy, it makes me happy.
Well, I like being single right now, Bobby. I think I'm gonna just kind of like just do me for a while. I know I have the lovely Cadence, and she seems like she's a really good option. She's totally not creepy. But I think for now, Bobby, I'm just gonna kind of keep to myself, do my thing, and just kind of see where things go.
Well, you need to let Cadence know that's what you intend to do, because you've got her phone number. You can call her or text her. But I don't know what your policy is.
Well, my policy is to, try to stay alive. That's my number one policy that comes above all the others. And I'm just kind of thinking that, I might be putting my life at risk if I were to, give Cadence a call. Just saying, if we're talking about policy.
I don't understand where that's coming from. Is there a fear, or I don't understand. I really don't.
No.
You're just not ready, or?
You've never seen the movie Misery, Bobby? The movie Misery? I guess
I've
not.
seen it. I've seen it. And I saw it tonight. You covered it tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess my only fear would be, you know, that she would kind of chop me up into little pieces like an axe murderer. Get it?
Oh man, that's a pretty deep-seated fear. I mean, but I know that's already happened to you once, so it's probably no big deal. Chop, chop. Yeah, I got chopped up pretty good out there with boots on the ground. I don't want to go back out there for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. I don't know what to do with you, Bobby. I love you, though. Either way, good luck, Bobby, sir. I'm wondering, like, Bobby shows up at this procedure for his stepson, and he's dressed, ready to go, in scrubs and a fucking stethoscope. Oh my God. Yeah, metaphysician. Candace is trying to hide. She changed her name back to Quantum Epic. Ugh. Green Man says, don't wait too long, Z50 is creeping. Sorry, Green Man, I'm not a simp like you. I know Green Man's always like pushing me to simp and stuff. Hey, Green Man, you know, you could have relationships with these ladies without, like, you know, doing that. It's not an all or none thing. You could be like Mateo here. He's a Mateo, are you going to come up here? You wanted to come up the other day and you didn't come up. You going to hit the link or what, dude? You're Mr. Talkative. Where the hell are you? Chat. Top G asked a good question. He wants to know who's hotter, Bex or Cadence. We'll let everybody make up their own minds on that one. Just saying. I don't know. I guess it's like, you know, to each their own. Hey, Bobby's in love with Bex. It is what it is. He's 75 years old. Cut him some slack. The fact that he's even still interested in that is kind of fascinating. Yeah, Green Man says good enough. Green Man, answer this question. How come married guys are always trying to get, like, other single guys, like, you know, into marriage? Are you coming up, Mateo, or what? Cadence was already up like 1,000,000 times. Audience wants to hear from you. I want to put you to the test, Mateo, because you said you could do 500 push-ups in 34 minutes. I don't believe you, and I don't think anybody here fucking believes you, Mateo. If you're going to be making audacious claims, you need to show some fucking receipts. So get up here and do some push-ups. Because nobody's buying that, dude. I'm not buying it. I'll tell you that much. What is it, Mateo? You feel like you have to brag about your push-ups for what? People to like you? No one's going to believe that. It's beyond belief. Plus, Mateo, half my audience thinks you're doing steroids. He said, I'll show you my book. What the fuck's that supposed to mean? All right, well then come up here, dummy. Because my audience is, yeah, bragging, exactly. My audience is calling you out, dude. Because they saw you the other day. They think you're juicing, bro. You do look pretty swole, man. I don't know. Yeah, they're saying steroids, dude. Just saying. I'm not going to believe the rumors. I'm not. There's no need to do that. Yeah. No one's believing doing 300 push-ups a day, Mateo. That's cap, dude. You're capping. No one's believing it. All right, folks. It's about that time. We've come to the end of another Z show. I don't know what we learned today. We learned about Vegemite. We learned that the sun and the moon, you know, even though they tell us that, like, we're spinning and they're up there. Well, the sun's really far away, but it's, like, super huge, so it kind of looks like the same size as the moon. We learned that there's people like Dr. Ake who don't really go along with that story. He just kind of looks up at the sky. He sees a moon. He sees a sun. They're about the same size. They're moving. He doesn't feel like he's moving, so he feels this, you know, like it's something else. I'm just saying. Bobby, do you have any closing thoughts for the audience today, good sir? Bobby? Bobby, we can't hear you. Mr. Bobby, you seem to be muted.
How's the audio?
Much better.
I'm very much relaxed, not as relaxed as I could be, I know, but I'm more relaxed, and that's really part of the presentation, you know, in coming onto your show. And in addition, I'm real conscious now about I'm not only relaxed, but I'm also contented. I'm content. So I'm also peaceful. And if you'd seen me earlier, you'd say, wow, you know, what a transmutation, I guess.
So what was going on? You had alluded to that a bit earlier. I didn't want to go into it. I didn't want to push you on it, but you're bringing it up again.
Okay.
What was it? What's going on, man?
Well, I had to get out there, you know, boots on the ground, man, and it's a shit show.
Let me ask
out
you
there.
something, Bobby. So are you saying that going back into that allopathic environment, that medical environment, did it kind of trigger something in you? Were you certain to have like emotional flashbacks to your old life as a medical professional? What can you tell us?
Yes, sir. I went back 42 years when I was, you know, the story, you know, when I was working in OR in a Catholic
Right.
hospital. And, you know, that's a real old story, and it's really not relevant today. And I need to be able just to let go of the past and not live in the past.
Right.
So I need to be present in the moment and
Yeah,
be
it's
relaxed.
easier said than done, Bobby. Easier said than done.
Staying in it sure is.
Yeah.
Staying in the now, staying in the moment. I was going to ask you a couple more questions if you had time, though.
Go ahead. For you, Bob, I have time.
Okay, this is kind of a personal question that I'm curious about.
Shoot,
regarding you.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to know, who are you listening to, Z? Who are you listening to?
In terms of what? Like YouTube content? Like, what do you mean?
Well, you've got to be somewhere, you know, in the spiritual hierarchy, I assume. So I was just curious as to who you're listening to.
Let's just say I'm listening to the small, still, quiet voice inside my consciousness. How's that?
Yeah, I think you might be listening to the same person, or it's not really a person, but are you trying to say, I'm not putting words in your mouth, I think we're on the same page, but I want to verify it, that you are listening to God.
We could say that, Bobby.
Okay,
We
that's
could,
what
we
I
could, we could
figured.
agree on that.
That's what I figured. So anyway,
Go ahead. What
I
other
think
questions do you have for me?
that was it. I think being relaxed and being contented. I think those are healthy feelings, and that's what I'm trying to maintain is to be relaxed. You know, when I'm broadcasting, and be contented that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, broadcasting.
Well, here's the way I look at it, Bobby. I try to keep things fun and funny and humorous. Whenever I feel myself, like you were explaining, like you were having that anxiety this morning, maybe you were feeling a little, whatever, The first thing I realize is I've learned how to identify when I'm feeling anxious, right? Maybe if my thoughts are racing, maybe my heart's beating a little bit faster, maybe I'm not breathing, properly. So I identify the physiological signs of anxiety, right? Once I identify those, then I'm able to then refocus. So there's a couple of ways. Sometimes I'll go to the gratitude thing. I'll say, oh, I'm grateful for the things that I have, and I'm thankful. And then I'll also go to the just the absurdity of it all, because Bobby, I find humor in the absurdity of this life. I find comfort in in how funny some of these things are, because to me, tragedy and comedy are two sides of the same coin. And I know that's weird for some people to think of, but sometimes there's a fine line between tragedy and comedy. You could look at the early concepts of theater, and you find these themes of comedy and tragedy. They seem to go together. So for me, it's finding the silver lining in the world that we're presented with, because it can get overwhelming, Bobby. All these things can get overwhelming. Politics, economy, society, all these things, man. So I try to find the humor in the mundane and the everyday, and I just do my best with that. Does that make sense to you?
Well, thank you for going into that a little deeper. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Cool. I'm going to let you go, Bob. Much love. We're going to wrap the show. Much love, dude.
Much love.
There he is, everybody. The Bee Warrior. All right, guys. That'll do it for another episode of Z Show. Tomorrow's Friday. We've made it almost to the end of another week, for what it's worth. Keeping the show at a reasonable time today. Yesterday I did like a 3.5-hour show. The day before was like a 12-hour show. It's too much. It's too much when it's like that. Somebody's back. Look who's back. Dr. Ake, are you back? We got disconnected previously. Can you hear me, good sir? Hello, Mr. Dr. Ake, can you hear me? Hello, are you there?
Yeah, hey, can you hear me or not?
Yes. Do we need to send help, Dr. Ake? Do I need to contact the authorities in Australia? Do you need a wellness check? What's going on?
My computer's never done that before. It just froze solid, and it didn't matter what buttons I pressed, there was no sound, there was no movement. And then it had a big hourglass sign, and it sat like that for minutes and minutes.
Wow. Well, you're back. So where did we leave off? Do you remember the line of questioning that we were proceeding down?
Yeah. I don't really know where to start, but I'll tell you a little bit of a story about what's been going on here with me, because I think in this reality, everything that we approach or approaches us, we make a decision on which piece we'll concentrate. And yeah. It's best if you ask me questions about the reality, because how old are you?
How old do you think I am, Dr. Ake?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Well, take a guess. Come on.
If I could guess within...
Go ahead.
If I could guess within 10 years accuracy, I wouldn't bother asking you.
Well, can I try guessing your age?
You don't have to guess my age. I'm 75.
Oh, you're the same age as Bobby. Interesting.
What's his surname? Bobby who?
He was the guy that was just on screen. That's okay. Don't worry about it.
But there's lots of Bobbies. I know 2 Bobbies.
Dr. Ake, I'm going to let you go because I'm exhausted. I've streamed 2 nights this week already. Get out of here, you crazy Aussie.
Yeah, okay. I'll see you when I see you.
You got it, Doc. I don't know what to do with them. All right, that's it, everybody. Get out of here. We're going to end it for real. It's too much already. Let's do it again tomorrow. Guys and dolls. Same time, same place. Much love, much love.